All right.
Hi.
You back already?
Well, I guess we couldn't find my mom's learn, so now I have to wait.
Jeez, okay. How long you gotta wait?
I don't know. He said he won't be back for another couple hours, I guess, because he's got to go bring his now.
Okay. Well, you missed the first game.
Yeah, I know.
It's over already.
I
20,
did see.
23 minutes. Whew. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at some numbers here. I'm pretty sure I know who I think gets MVP, but I'm gonna look at some numbers real fast to see if I decide anything else. Yeah, no, not even close. Jin at 5K, Liss at like 8K. The only reason Nar has 22,000 because he's up against a Cho'Gath and he's just got to slap away for days and Cho'Gath can sustain it. At least with 18,000 damage right now. That's ridiculous. Yeah, there's no question. TSF Metsuo is definitely the MVP of game one. He got all the early ganks off. He's just running around, stat checking everybody, just destroying them in the jungle. Yeah, that is dominant play from him. Got his favorite pick as far as I know, and definitely controlled the game with it. So good job there, Battlecast. 23-minute win. Goo Factory gonna have to recoup after that one. That is a rough loss. You never like losing in 23 minutes. Um,
I mean, 23 minutes can also be good, but the way they lost, being 17-2, was pretty rough.
Rather unfortunate would be the phrasing I would use probably.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen a Jin only have 5k damage though before.
Seen what?
A Jin have only 5k damage though before.
Right. I felt like he was doing more. Apparently, he did absolutely nothing. All right. Well,
Game 2.
let's go ahead and I don't know if I need to invite Neon. I'll invite work. DJ. Doodle King D. And if they need to invite anyone else, they can. That was pretty crazy.
Yeah, I kind of caught the tail end of it there. Yeah, we tried looking for the steamer my mom had, and I don't know where she puts it.
You said a steamer?
Yeah,
You gonna steam the carpet or the bed?
carpet. We got rid of the bed.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think steaming a bed is a thing anyways, but I figured I would ask.
You know, there's some people that do that try to, for whatever reason, just not buy a new one after 8 years. No, 9 months ago I had a bed bug infestation.
Ooh, yeah, burn that. No,
Yeah.
your whole house needs to burn down now.
No, it was only in mine and my mom's room, so it wasn't that bad.
Mm,
But and ours was treatable. Like ours was never like bad.
mm.
So like we started managing it like right away, like the first time we saw it, but they like just kept coming back for whatever reason. My mom's was able to go away, but like mine like just wasn't going away. Like it didn't matter how many times I sprayed it, like it just wasn't going away. It was never like bad, but there was always just like one or two that would like come out. It was just like, oh my god.
Mm.
So I finally just got rid of the bed, and then we were gonna steam the carpet, but we don't have a steamer.
That's
So
unfortunate. You know,
yeah, this kind of sucks. So now I gotta wait till he comes back with his whatever that is. But we at least got rid of the bed for now. So, but I also haven't seen any in like 3 or 4 months. So it's been quite a long time since I've seen a bed bug. So hopefully they are mostly gone, if not gone. And that way
like I
when
said, you gotta burn your house down now, man.
I, well, see, I would, but it's an apartment complex.
They've got insurance. Did you get renter's insurance?
Nope.
It's only like $5.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of my mom if she did. Who knows?
Well, you could also try fumigating the place,
What is that?
where they fill the apartment up with a lot of toxins to kill everything inside of it, and then you wait like
Uh,
a week and a half for them all to disappear.
yeah, I'd rather not try to bring it to my landlord to get charged thousands upon thousands of dollars because of damages.
All you need is one match.
No.
All right. Well, I think the teams are looking ready. Uh,
Oh, my foot hurts like fucking crazy. I was taking out when we were taking out the mattress. I didn't realize there was a stick like right at the bottom of the steps, and I broke it on my foot when I stepped down.
oh, not your foot.
And my foot hurts. So painful. I just hope it's not like a pain in the ass tomorrow when I go to work. I'm just like trying to step down. Ah! Ah! Hurts so bad. Hurts so bad, but it feels so good.
Yeah. What he said. By the way, we were like wildly under on the you were under?
God damn it. So I voted over this time? Or wait, did I vote under?
I don't know. I can go up and see.
I think I voted over.
You voted over, yeah.
Fuck! Sorry. God dang it. Lines. 513.
I don't know what's taking Battlecast so long. There we go.
That's okay. I guess I didn't bet all of them like I did normally.
Yeah, you only went like half on it. I try not to let people cast in games for their own team. Sam.
What happened?
He asked if he could join in for a trio cast.
What does he play for them?
He's a sub.
Yeah.
I think he's sub support. I don't know. It just leads to too many chances of biases in casting.
Come on, man, get it.
Even the people that aren't on teams anymore are still biased towards their teams.
What are you saying?
I'm saying you and Maniac won't stop talking about your old teams.
I don't know what you're talking
They're
about.
relics of the past.
I've never talked about Rock Fart before.
Never, and you never will again.
I can't help we won last season.
I know you're a proud little Cho'Gath one trick.
Yeah. Well.
No, you're a Cho'Gath one trick. Don't.
I was a forced Cho'Gath one trick. They wouldn't let me play anything else.
You're a Cho'Gath one trick.
If Cho'Gath was open, they were like, "You're playing Cho'Gath."
To be fair, he's pretty broken. Well, again, Goo Factory don't get their first 3 bans because they are still using that unrostered eSub in unleaded.
So they're pretty much just like the whole series.
Yeah, I mean, any game that you use an unrostered sub, you lose your bans for. Because the idea is the enemy team has to deal with the wrench in the pick ban of not knowing who's going to come in, and also with the chance that unrostered subs get less verified because they're last second. It kind of helps even out the chances of if they're a Smurf, well, you're going to lose bans for it and probably get banned for it later. But luckily, we haven't had a single damn Smurf this whole season. 7 weeks in.
That's actually kind of surprising for once. Since we had, I want to say it was like 4 last season.
Yeah. By this point last season, we already banned a team for Smurfs and got rid of
at least 3 other players.
Yeah.
Because there was one, was it Bad Wolf that was the team? It was like something Wolf. I forget what it was.
Neither of those.
It had like a wolf for its logo, and I forget like what the name of the team was.
Max.
Yeah, that team. That team smurfed against us. And then there was like
They
two
smurfed
other
against
teams.
a lot of people.
Yeah.
All right, well, band phase is over. Now we're going to start getting into the picks. See what Battlecast decided to focus.
Hey, Mile came on. Not really. Just Mob Deep's song. Listening to the I Love My 90s playlist on Spotify. Did you hear that?
It sounded like a baby.
That was my cat in the background. It was so loud. She's like, "Meow."
Yeah, it sounded like a baby. I was like, when did you get a kid, DHA?
Well, what if in a chat there?
Some people were getting out of line.
Oh,
So I had to
whoops.
time them out.
I just actually just looked at it and realized. I guess I was paying attention to the champs.
Yeah.
Come on, people.
That is what we consider defamation of character.
Yeah. Ooh. Pulling out the Nocturne Shen. That's always fun to see if they actually use it correctly.
Yeah, that'll be really interesting because it is a scary combo, but also kind of hard to actually pull off properly.
Yeah. It is very hard to do. Like, even when you know you want to do it. Because Nocturne flies in so fast, it's like, unless you, like, precast Shen's ult on him when he flies in. Kind of hard to manage. The Ornn is very good, though. I feel like it'll be hard to hit anybody, though, with the Morg. Morg Black Shield. Shen can dash. Nocturne has a spell shield. A lot of spell shields on this team so far. And then I guess if you count Shen's W to block auto attacks.
Yeah.
A lot of safety on their team.
You're duller than a broken sandwich.
No,
I won't be denied.
no. Oh. I almost got super excited because I thought in Shook Ones he said D8J, but it says DNJ
Mm.
in reference to, I guess, another crew.
Ah, rough.
I was like, oh, here's a song that has my name and I didn't even know about it. Yeah, boy, crooks.
Yep. Looking like we're going to see pretty interesting comp out from Goo Factory. Pretty heavy on the engage. And the Zillion should be able to combo up with that pretty well using the bombs. So you can kind of just have J4 running with a bomb and then throw another on top of him to get whatever he needs in the Cataclysm.
I feel like that's still kind of hard to pull off, though, versus like somebody like Shen who just dashes in, because people can easily get out of what Jarvan does if they're smart about it, especially with the amount of spell shields that they have on
I mean, you can't
side of it.
spell shield Cataclysm though. It's not like it just pops you outside
Oh
of the wall,
yeah, no,
right?
you
Like,
can't spell shield that, but you can spell shield as you do. The spell shield the initial CC.
yeah.
Oh, it's actually playing support. really see too many of those, and then especially the Annie. You don't really see too many Annie. Have we seen an Annie win yet this season? I don't know if we have, because I know we've seen Annie before.
I don't remember, quite frankly.
I don't remember if it was the same person that played it though. Andy says it does shield the damage though. Yeah, it's kind of a switcheroo, but I feel like Liss and Morg are pretty much just two staples for GUI. I think those have been two of the most picks for them. In pretty much all the games that I've seen anyway.
Yeah. Oh, that's where is it? Right. Countdown.
Over under.
Yeah. I don't know what happened. My countdown is not functioning for some reason.
Yeah,
It's still something I need to get used to.
Yeah, they don't need a countdown. Maybe you should start it like before the countdown comes, like when they pick their last champion. Like just start it right
No,
away.
like it's just straight up not functioning.
Oh, is it broken?
Yeah.
Broke it did.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it right now.
Oh well.
I'll work on fixing that. You come up with a thingy while I work on fixing this.
What to do, what to do. How many alts will Varus miss? That's kind of hard to do, though. And there really isn't a... Actually, how about minions by 10 minutes? I don't think we've done that one before.
Like CS at 10? Highest CS at
Yeah.
10?
Yeah.
Okay, we can try that.
Yeah, I actually don't think we've done that before.
No, I don't think so. We've done CS per minutes, but that's kind of
Have we?
already... Oh, not by a time, yeah. So, I mean, this is essentially that.
I don't remember that.
I don't think you were there.
Yeah, I don't always watch your stream. I might pull it up occasionally just to kind of get my points going, but you know. Like, give me points for not watching the stream.
Alright.
Yes, at 10.
Hey, wow, Andy, you got quite a few points there, bud.
85. Who's on their team? Jen, Annie. Shen's pretty god awful. Oren's okay, but I don't know if he is 85 CS worthy. I feel like Jen and Annie are probably going to be the two close set. I might still go under though for that. Top all tabbing me. I'll do under. Courage Recon. What is Courage Recon? I just Discord Recanye was like, I want Courage Recon back.
Yeah, I don't know. I know not what that is.
What is that? I don't know. Neon for who? For who what?
It's just over at all. Like, what's the highest CS going to be? Highest CS, 85 at 10 minutes. Over or under?
Oh, Courage of the Colossus. Yeah. kind of a weird group up here. I can't tell if they're wanting to do just a standard 5-point or invade.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. It looks like they're actually going to find a bind on the inappropriate, though, as they're now going forward onto him. Good chunk of damage. Probably not going to try to chase us forward for a kill, but we'll force him to recall. Sadly, though.
Unfortunately,
so
with
early
the virus kind of hovering in mid lane, they didn't really have that extra oomph to igniter.
Yeah, to go for the ignite or force out a flash or something. Kiora, you're betting over? You're not in this game, though. How's anyone going to get more than 85 CS at 10 minutes if you're not in this game?
The only way I kind of have faith in over 85 CS is with Annie and Jin, but even then, Annie and Jin, or I mean, Jin's playing against Varus and Morg, and then Annie has to worry about Nocturne.
Yeah.
So it'll probably be close. And that's if Annie's last hitting with Q. Like, if Annie's not last hitting with Q, she probably won't get it. Since apparently anybody that plays Annie doesn't know how to last hit with Q. I think every Annie I see, like, doesn't last hit with Q.
It is so weird, because, like, the move was designed to be like a last hit ability.
Yeah, because you get all your mana back.
You got full refund on your mana, which is pretty ridiculous. Orcafin actually going to be finding out TSM Ezio here. I'm not sure who's going to win this trade. With the smite, it might actually go over to Orcafin, but somehow it doesn't. And so much damage out of Ezio there.
The attack speed Nocturne has over Jarvan there kind of pushed him over.
Yeah, the lethal tempo paying off pretty well there right now. So it is unfortunate for the J4, but
yeah, I don't think he went flag.
Yeah,
for that.
It's kind of
he did have flag, but I don't know if it gives him enough attack speed to outduel Nocturne.
Yeah, it's kind of feeling like a like just something that just kind of happens. Like junglers just keep fighting over like early scuttles, like to the death for no reason, right? It's like you're not in some kind of gladiatorial ring right now where you have to fight, right? Like it's a scuttle crab, guys. Oh, it's the first scuttle crab.
Who was it that like we played? Was that DOV? Like when we played against them, like that we would just always fight at the scuttle.
I
every time.
Quite frankly, don't remember.
I'm pretty sure it was DOV when we played.
I barely remember anything that happened yesterday. But inappropriate with the flash in. Who's gonna win? The Ignite's burning down. Is that last auto talk enough to take him off? I don't think it is.
No,
As Business Trooper,
just enough to survive.
Oh my God, just barely able to outtrade the Annie.
Unfortunate. That's always feels bad.
Yeah.
Winning by the skin of a pot.
Yep. Now, Unled and Doodle making a trade. This matchup is definitely interesting because it can really be outplayed by both champions. Shen can get the Spirit's Refuge off to block the auto attack proc of Brittle. But there's also just a lot of things that Orin can do. So it's a fun matchup to watch, I think.
Honestly, I think it's more annoying for Orin because a lot of times, like you want to get his Brittle off to get that extra damage, but then it's like, nope, not happening.
Yeah, that's why you gotta like play around like your knockup rather than using your auto attack for it.
Even then, though, I still think his W longer than your knockup does, or it comes up quicker than your knockup. I think he's able to use it like right when you start using your W.
We can check this. The cooldown is 18 seconds versus 16 seconds.
Yeah.
And neither character matches those first, so Orin actually has a slight advantage there.
Yeah, it could be Ezio.
Yeah.
Yikes.
It'll probably be Ezio. I mean, he's at 34.
Ezio, stop farming gank more.
Did you vote over or under?
No, I voted under.
Yeah, I feel like 85 was way too high. I was actually surprised that anybody voted for over.
I mean, I've seen a few people get over 85, and especially with Annie and Jin, you know, it is pretty easy to last it with those two.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. It's definitely possible. I just don't know how much I think the people in this game are going to do it.
Yeah. There comes the. Oh, he actually still got the brittle off, and he's going for the knockup too.
Yeah, he actually really did a good job of kind of waiting out the Spirit's Refuge. Not to mention, I think Shen procced it just a little bit too early, but another all-in in the mid lane. Bennett Trooper doing a lot of damage. There's no flash on this Annie. He should be able to run away, though, as Orphan comes in to zone it off. But, oh, the flash in doesn't find the kill. Oh, no, the cannon minion! The cannon minion got the last hit!
That's always, how did I just die there, Well, because the minion got it off. Ooh, Orn trying to go all in here.
Orn
He's
looking like he wants to
kinda
go for the
losing
all-in
this.
Doodle, but he actually gets the Shadow Dash through him! Oh my god, Doodle, that was so well played!
Yeah, he actually missed the ult, and then he was tanking too much from the minions there. I don't think he realized how big the wave was. He actually took a lot of damage just from the minions there.
Yeah. And he actually did, I like what he did around the ult, but actually we're going to see Tiamatsu in a little bit of trouble. Spell Shield is out, but the stun still lands. Forced to use the Shen ult to answer.
Would have liked to see Nocturne try to go in there instead of run once Nocturne or Shen ulted. Because I feel like they probably could have won that 2v2.
Yeah. Probably.
Because Orn doesn't have ult, so he's not going to be able to get there in time. And Bliss
Yeah.
probably could have rotated up.
And he's still not even level 6, so like the chance of Tibbers coming down for the burst just not actually there, so definitely
Yeah,
could have been an advantage, but wow, Blade Player getting a really nice trade off onto King D there.
So it feels bad when you're not 6 by 6 minutes. Then you're pretty much just waiting to actually be useful. She did just hit 6 now, though. So now she will have that ult.
Yeah.
And hopefully be able to start doing damage. However, she did go for that early MR, so it's actually going to be putting her behind a little bit. Because she's not going to have any damage. I like the Zillion build, though. The Zillion build's good.
Oh yeah, lots and lots and lots of fairy charms.
Kind of reminds me of another player we know in this league. Oh,
Yeah, Nocturne going to be open in the mid lane. The Ignite going to be used onto Tiamatsu. I don't think it's going to pick up the kill quite. Barely going to be able to walk away.
Yeah, unfortunately, not being able to get the ult off because he got feared there, so otherwise it probably would have been a kill.
Yep. Doodle taking a pretty good trade versus Unleaded, actually getting definitely the better end of that.
Yeah, he seems to be actually be winning a lot of the trades for Sarn.
Yeah.
At least the past couple times I've watched him.
And he's going for the pretty aggressive build. He does have the Tiamat, which helps him a lot with wave clear and kind of trade potential. We'll see if Unleaded's able to get a good thing off. He does actually proc the Brittle, but still just taking way too much damage as he lined himself perfectly up for that Spirit Sword to pass through him, so...
Yeah.
Big chunk of damage there. He does need to be careful now because...
I feel like he's tunneling a little too much on the Brittle passive and not really paying too much attention to how big the minion waves are.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, at this point, as Orn, like, it's already not that great of a matchup. Ooh, mid lane, though, is BSG Trooper going to get attacked. He's doing so much damage, though. His ult, he got the kill onto Annie. He's running away for the time being. He doesn't have flash, though, so shut down as Tibbers gets a little bit of revenge for Annie.
Yeah, and unfortunately that's where going that little bit of MR versus damage kind of hurts him there. He probably would have killed him, but had to go defensive early since he took two bad trades already. I guess not bad trades. It was just unfortunate that Lysandra was able to come out.
Yeah. Well, I would argue it even unfortunate that it didn't quite have the damage. It was still kind of a bad trade just because he didn't actually know the damage output from Liz compared to his, but this is looking pretty solid. We are under 7 CS away.
Yeah, I win.
Congrats to everybody who voted under.
The good old bushwhack.
Yep. Dude, the top lane bushwhack is best bushwhack.
Yeah. Even though it was kind of obvious, since I'm actually kind of surprised he didn't realize his sword was just sitting in lane for the longest time. Like, it was Shen must be around here.
You can't see the sword.
It's not there, I swear.
It's a spirit sword.
Not real.
All right, well,
Yeah, Zillion's build always reminds me of another player we have in our league
yeah,
who is now well known for something else.
yeah. I can't wait to see him finish this off with a bloodthirster.
No. See, that's not what you want. You want an Abyssal Mask.
I think Abyssal Mask Zillion wouldn't be the worst thing.
Yeah,
I
but
would
it
prefer Abyssal Mask Zillion over Bloodthirster Zillion any day.
but it's still pretty bad. So.
Still pretty bad. Not like feasibly the worst thing you can think of for the champion.
He is at least getting the mana. Oh, more
Yeah,
flash.
as a nice flash from Faithful Fox. He actually manages to get flash out from both of the bottom laners.
Oh, but the
The ult
Zillion
has been used by Zillion. It's going to start reviving Blade Color. As
Jarvan's
now there's a
ult.
lot of damage coming out from King D on the other side of the ultimate. But Annie's shown up as well. Tibbers is in. Double kill for Lissandra. But also looking like
he
a
doesn't have
rough
the
fight for
stun.
Battlecast. As now here comes Nocturne. So much damage onto the Annie. They're going to be able to pick up the kill. They're traded
Oh, he's
for
another duel
3.
up top.
Now on the top side as well, Doodle's in a little bit of trouble. These Brittle Procs are coming in strong into Pillar. Not going to be able to find the kill as Doodle with a flash away. And so much action across the board right now.
Yeah, 4-man to 4-man bot, and then the duel up top with Shen barely getting away, being able to flash out the Orange Q.
Yeah.
But man, those fights were pretty close for both sides. Both times around when the fights were coming around, they were down to 100 HP on both sides.
Yeah. They were all getting pretty low.
Feels bad. Slash Andy's not elite. He's got 1, 2, 3, 3, 7, not 1, 3, 3, 7.
Yeah, he's learning to eat.
Wow, there's still 6 people above him, even with 12k.
Yeah, some people are starting to hoard some points, man. Schomburg's got enough points to feed like all of Uganda. I'm going to see Business Trooper going for a little bit of an invade onto the J4. Lots of damage coming out. The Frozen Tomb is on with the Ignite. I don't think he can finish with a kill, though. And Doodle's still getting solid trades versus the Ornn. Not really sure what led to him needing to flash away. Like, I don't know how Ornn got such a good trade versus the Shen that he was able to force him to flash. But Doodle back in control of the lane. You good there, bud?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Alright. Looks like Annie might be on the receiving end of a gank here pretty soon.
Yeah, Nocturne's kind of hovering around mid with his ult there. Looks like he really wants to try to get something off there.
Yeah. He's gonna leave though. Looks like they're turning their focus towards bot lane. As the Goo Factory are quite extended right now. We'll see if Lissandra actually commits to it. She has been spotted. Now Doodle in the top side as well. Call the Force are going to be landing the flag and drag. Not actually going to get anything quite yet, but a nice knock up into the Cataclysm means Doodle is definitely going down. Good gank there. We'll change CC.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Shen not being able to block enough damage from them.
Yeah, meanwhile, bot side, we are seeing a bit of a gank as now so much damage onto Blade Caller. Not even going to get the Zillion ult. Zillion just said, you know, man, even if I revive you, you're going to die. Save it onto that cooldown, but...
Yeah, to be honest, he was probably dead regardless, even if he got revived.
Yeah.
Because he didn't have flash yet, or heal. But they are going to get top tower first still, so that's always worth. But they're going to get Dragon. Fortunately, it is a mountain dragon, though, so it's not as big. Still good, though.
Yeah, it'll be okay. They don't really have any crazy like split push pressure. Shed is okay at split pushing, but not someone that you think is just gonna walk up to a tower and kill it in 5 seconds. Mountain Drake or not, so
Yeah. However, the next one is another Mountain Dragon, though, so if they get a double Mountain Dragon, then it'll start hurting a tad bit against objectives.
yeah. Once they start stacking, battle cast be clapping. So
However, Lysandra actually getting a lot of damage on that tower, and nobody's really coming there yet. And he's just now getting back.
yeah, and he's gonna be running in. She's got the Predator, already got the stun off onto Lysandra, but now the ultimate's in from Shen as well. Is she gonna use her ult? She doesn't actually have it. Never mind. Doodle though is trying to do what he can, but he doesn't seem to realize that Business Trooper just kind of left him to die. So run away from 3 members now, in a bit of trouble, but he's gonna be fine. TSM Ezio looks like he wants
He does
to do
he
some
does
stuff
have his
here.
dash ups soon. Oh,
Yeah, that Annie got low.
he doesn't have his ult either, though.
This one, Apple Bottom Jeans starts playing.
Commands. What do you need help with, Andy? What are you trying to learn?
Yeah. Well, bot lane is definitely looking pretty
looking
close,
to
but
catch
they're in a
up.
lot of
Mark-
trouble. The
Mark's
Zillion ult
actually
is
going
used
for-
this time, and now they're going to pick him up as the Chain of Corruption
Nocturne
managed to land on
does have
him.
his ult now.
Nocturne not going to follow the Jin over the wall, and now he actually is this Faithful Fox. Sacrifices Flash to get vision on the Orgriffin. Now looking like
Oh,
he
but they're
might get
actually still
dove.
winning.
And they
Oh, but now
got
there's a-
the piercing arrow to finish off the kill. Meanwhile, topside, Ornn does go down.
It looked like there was ganks on both sides. Lysandra went top and Nocturne went bot.
Yep. Cross map pressure now inappropriate. Trying to roam down here. Not really going to be able to do much besides stop them from pushing up onto the tier 2.
Yeah, he probably could kill the Nocturne, but I'm not sure how it would fare with Varus there. Varus doesn't have ulti though, so.
Well, Annie did even have ult until just now. Like, it just came off cooldown, so.
Oh, yeah. I guess he wouldn't have been able to do too much then. Come
Yeah.
on, just out of the tower. Out of the tower. There you go. First tower down. Battlecast. Actually, no, that's not first tower. What am I talking about? It's like third tower.
Yeah. That is third tower of the game. Second one for them, as Doodle also getting a pretty good chunk on top tower. It's getting pretty low. I'm actually a little surprised that Lysandra didn't stay up there with him after the gank. Doodle is in a bit of trouble. Orgriffin coming up. Once they land the Flag and Drag, we're not actually going to be able to get the claws used on the 2. Nice route there, but now they need to run as well. Business Trooper does have ult if he needs to
Yeah,
use
alright,
it,
go
but barely
for it.
able to get away from the curtain call. Battlecast making it out clean.
Yeah, Jin not really able to land any. Most of them just barely kind of being out of range.
Yep. Looks like they might actually want to go for something, as now Business Trooper finds his way in. Immediately ults onto himself to Slowfield.
Still
Gonna
has
help him a
ult.
lot. Nice binding onto the J4 as he goes back in. A nice 3-man Flag and Drag and the Cataclysm. Gonna trade his life
So
for now,
much
but the res
damage.
onto Ornn. As now it looks like Jin with no res for himself. Gonna be falling down. TSM Ezio chasing that
Jin,
forward.
no.
Faithful Fox left
Oh,
with
Ornn's just sitting there.
left with the Ornn all by himself. Nothing he could do there. He's gonna go down. How is Sean Barrett? 57k points. He has been hoarding. He has never spent any of points, and he only takes bets he knows he can win. He's gotten to
Yeah,
the point
he's-
where he'll just casually throw 10k points at a bet.
Yeah, he's been pretty good so far at all of his bets.
Yeah. Battlecast, though, despite what appears to be a monstrous lead, 7 kills up, a lot of map control too, only 1 tower head. It's really only, I guess 4k gold is pretty decent. Considering they were grabbing Baron at this point last game, I guess maybe that's why it's just like, man, they're not actually like doing that well. But I guess looking back at the numbers, they are actually doing quite well. 5-0-2 on the Nocturne, 7-3-1 for Lysandra. They're
Yeah,
just
they
gonna...
they do have both bot turrets with mid and bot gone.
Yeah.
And then they've been kind of looking more for kills rather than I guess objectives. Even though I guess they did get a dragon, but suppose you probably could do a little more, especially with top being as low as it is. Probably could have got that already.
Yeah. Let's see. What I expect Battlecast to be doing kind of from this point on is just slowly working the map to the point where they can get Goo Factory to overextend, and then they can use their kind of global pressure with the Nocturne for a gank. But Doodle in a little bit of trouble as they're coming up, but Nocturne is nearby. The Cataclysm's on Shen, still alive for the time being, but he does fall down now. Sees some Ezreal all by himself trying to get something, but a lot of damage coming out. The burn is on the heal from the runes, and it's gonna go up to double kill for the Nocturne. That's gonna...
Looks like I get a skin later tonight, says OG Prism.
Yeah, I don't know where you got all those points, because you lost that...
I don't know how he gets all his points back. He's literally lost and then gotten all of his points back like the next day.
Yeah, he spent all of his points yesterday on the skin.
He'll like burn them all and then get them all back. I wish I could do that.
Yeah, I don't know how you got those points back. I might have to remove those points from you, Prism.
Hacks, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hack.
Yeah.
Hacker.
After this game, I'll go and take all your points away. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the gold graph. Pretty sizable lead in the mid lane. Lissandra sitting 2k up. Bot lane surprisingly even.
How do you look at gold? I don't remember. How do you look at gold?
We're going to see Ornn in a lot of trouble. There are 3 people. Hey, look at gold. X, sorry. All I heard was like mumbles from you. I couldn't like piece together what it was for a second there. But oh man, Paranoid's been used onto the J4. They're not going to be able to chase this forward for the dive though, as Annie coming around the corner kind of puts the fear in them.
And they might even be able to push for this tier 2 now too. Annie does have stun though, so she could look for something here.
Yeah, they're definitely worried about the Annie engage. Stun has been burned though already onto the Shen, which means they shouldn't be too worried about this. Curtain call.
No,
Used
yeah,
for a little
she
bit of
already
poke.
used it, but it is already back up, so that's the power of Annie passive.
Yeah, it's pretty close. They're going to
Lissandra
use the
just kinda
Zillion to try and get them in.
sitting there.
Business
I'm
Brewer in a
not
little
sure.
bit of
Oh,
trouble,
he
but the
missed the
Stun's not going to land. He doesn't have his ult either, so he's in a lot of trouble, but the Shen ult is coming in to help out quite a bit. A nice 3-man taunt is going to clean the fight in their favor. Now Ezio chasing forward as well, and Zillion ulted himself already, but he's full health. But I think his team's actually able to get out just fine here.
It may have been a misclick there.
Why is Morgana split pushing?
Not quite sure.
I mean, he's probably going to die. Oh, that was actually a really nice flash.
Yeah, that was really good.
Where's White?
Shen-
Yeah,
Shen's
White.
a little far.
Oh, man, Shen might.
The
Yeah.
shield.
Barely able to get out. The shield saving him from the ignite. Yeah, White's not here today. He had some stuff he had to do, I guess.
Unfortunately, not able to play, but he can play Friday and Saturday. Or not Saturday. Today's Saturday. What am I
No,
talking
today's
about?
Sunday.
Today's Sunday. Today's Sunday, guys.
Today is Sunday. Do I need to buy you a calendar?
I have a calendar, but it's just next to my door where I don't see it unless it's in the. I'm walking out my room.
You should
Probably should get one like next to my computer
tape
somewhere.
it next
though.
to your computer. Or you could just look at... Oh, no, because that doesn't say days. Can you
Yeah,
get
it
the
says-
Windows thing to tell you days?
I don't,
Like
I
day of
think
week?
you can.
That'd be interesting. That's something to look into. I'm sure there's something that can do that. Like there's... I don't know, you could get like a
Yeah,
mod
you,
or something.
You probably could, but it probably looks stupid. Unless it's like an overlay like for your background. Like if you had like a background that had like the clock and then like what day it was.
There's
But
got to be
even then-
some program that tells you the day of the week on your taskbar.
Yeah. No, there's definitely stuff you can do. Actually,
Ooh,
looking
we're
at
gonna
this
see a
stuff,
fight coming in. It's Nocturne getting really low. Call the Forge God is coming in a little bit late, but should be able to land at least a nice knock-up onto the Narc. He's going to chase forward the Brittle. Not able to get the last proc of it off yet. He does fall down now. Blade Caller in a lot of trouble, as well as Doodles putting the hurt on him, but he's actually turning his focus onto the Morgana. This is able to find the fourth shot. Not even fourth shot. That was his first shot. And somehow he managed to walk away.
No.
Is he able to get out of here? The current call is being used. Oh, man. He's barely got us away from that, but he does fall down. Now, Business Trooper actually going back in onto Inappropriate. Not able to find anything as the Zonius has been used. Chain of Corruption with the Piercing Able. Going to snipe it up. And the Frozen Tomb onto Lysandra. The slow field is still doing so much work
Varus
as the heals are coming in. Doodle's back in the fight as well. Varus doing what he can with the Stand United. Triple kill. Make it a quadra kill. Is he able to get the pentakill? No! Go for it. Get it with the Piercing Arrow and a pentakill for King D!
That's not the first one he's had either. I think he had one earlier in this season.
I think that's the first pentakill this season. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong.
I want to say there's been one. Yeah, I guess this season. I think last season he had one too.
Yeah. That was so well played too. Like, that looked really bad for Battlecast at first, and then just Business Trooper
really
stalled out so much time with his ult. Doodle re-engaged, and it's just, oh my god, that fight was really good. It's setting them up for a Baron as well.
Yeah, and they're gonna get it for free too, because Jarvan's nowhere near it. Not gonna be able to be in range.
Yep. So free Baron now sitting at a 10, almost an 11,000 gold lead. This is gonna be
it got pretty high after that last the last team fight.
Yeah. I would say it went pretty well for them.
Varus is now 2k ahead of Jin after that pentakill. Which actually still isn't a lot.
It feels like he should be farther ahead when you've got a pentakill.
Yeah.
But I kind of just, the way the game's going, actually both of them farming pretty well. Not Kiora level. So actually, yeah, this isn't actually that great farming. This is like 6 CS per minute or so, I think. Somewhere
Feels
around
bad
there.
when Kiora, like, anytime you watch Kiora, he just, like, farms like a god, and then you watch all the other teams, like, wow, nobody farms like Kiora.
Right. I want to be like, hey, he's farming pretty well. And then I think back and I was like, Kiora would have like 330 farm right now. But Faithful's in a little bit of trouble. Inappropriate's walking up. They're using a lot to try and get this as Tibbers comes down. Current call as well. There's no way he's dodging away from this. Oh, he stalls it out just a little bit though. And with his team on the other side of the map, that was a lot spent. 4 members top means they're going to start losing their base. Call the Forge God going to be used. Wants to try and get it onto King D.
He does it too.
He does hit, but no one's there to follow up. Predator already used from Annie.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure why they have Morgana slip pushing. It'd be much better if they had her with the team.
Here's my running theory about Faithful Fox. I have a theory that like he's in their voice chat, but he just mutes everybody and just runs off and does his own thing. Ooh, Zillion, that is, yeah. Chrono Shift's gonna come out though.
Yeah, a little scared of the Jarvan running at him, so
Yeah.
not gonna be able to finish it
Yeah,
off.
back off of that one. They got the Dragon though, 2 Mountains, got an Infernal to boot. But yeah, no,
That's what I'm saying.
I feel like Faithful legitimately just goes in, mutes everybody, and just runs around on the map.
Yeah, I don't care. Like, let's go now. You guys are fighting down there? Okay.
Yeah. Because if not, I'm not sure who's calling for the split push morgue, but I would definitely not advise it.
Yeah, no, they're going back to like the computer stuff though. Like there is actually a lot of stuff you can do on your computer. There's actually, I forget the name of the program, but there was a program I was kind of fiddling with, but I'm not too much of a coder, so I would just like download people's like setups. You can download like setups to like modify like how your computer looks.
Ah.
So it's kind of cool. I had a equalizer in the background, so it would play with my music, and then I had like a weird type of clock.
We're seeing stuff like that. King D gonna be putting some hurt onto the inhib. Almost able to get it. The minions actually do finish it off. Now with how low bot side is, Battlecast will most likely start moving towards there, but looks like Business Trooper actually going to be going for an engage. Really nice stopwatch coming in from the Annie though, but he still gets hit by the Frozen Doom. He's going to be going down now. Same thing in the back side. Chrono Shift used on a double kill for King D. Looking like he wants a second pentakill, but I don't think he's going to get it. Inhibs falling. Curtain Call being used to try and clear out the wave. And we'll see how it goes. King D trying to kite away from the J4.
He's still
Looks
alive.
like he's going to be able to get a kill. There's the unofficial triple kill. Shutdown kill onto the Varus. Now Faithful Fox picks up the J4. Battlecast need to start focusing down onto these towers. It looks like they're going to back off. Blade Caller flashes in. 4th shot, not quite strong enough. He doesn't have the IE. Yeah, I mean, there's opportunities for him here, but Jesus Christ, Business Trooper with the claw in, gets the flash and the proto boat as well.
I actually did not expect that much damage. Oh, I guess he's got Rabadons. Wow, he's fed. He's got Rabadons, Void Staffs, Zonias.
Yeah, I mean, 9, 5, and 8. Like, he was controlling this game up until King D got a pentakill. It was actually pretty much all Business Trooper. And even in that fight, like, that was like 60% Business Trooper.
What are you talking about, Sam? Business Trooper, what are you doing in chat? You're playing. Get out of chat.
I would assume not at this point. We'll see, though. But, game is definitely gotta be almost impossible for Goo Factory to kind of come back from being this far down. They're 15,000 down right now.
I mean, I see that you're dead. You're still playing.
I mean, they get out 3 minutes early, so the game could be ended. He could just be in here, but he said they're still playing okay. Well, interesting. Both 80 carry and mid laner for Battlecast sitting on 4 items. Like DHA alluded to, he's kind of fed. Both of them at a good point. TSM Etsu also doing a lot. Faithful Fox trying to zone off. Paranoia used. I think that was meant to for an engage, but might have been used as a defensive tool. I'm not sure.
He was just on the outside of red buff, but it didn't look like he was in enough range to be able to get on the zillion there.
Yeah, didn't have vision most likely.
Yeah.
But I would assume. Battlecast though looking like they might want to find Ornn here as the binding does land. He's getting taken pretty low. He goes down already, but Orgrimmon now in the backside with his Cataclysm. Able to do a little bit, locking them up, but gonna be falling down now. Doodle chasing forward. As Battlecast look like they want to close this out. Curtain Call gonna be used, trying to hit up King D. The last tower is taking a lot of damage. Are they able to defend the Spirit's Refuge? Gonna keep them alive just a little bit longer as the hits onto the Nexus. Another binding lands. And he is gonna go in to revive as Battlecast close out the set 2-0.
Is it 2? Oh yeah, that's right. I guess I left for game 1.
You missed the 23-minute first game.
Hey, what do you mean I was there at the end?
All right. Well, let's go and take a quick peek at damage numbers. 25k from Varus, only 20k from Lysandra.
25? That's it?
That's it. Yeah, I know, dude. It seemed a lot higher than that. Damage numbers this season just don't make sense to me. Like,
Yeah,
I look at them and go, I gathered nothing from this.
Like, I see, like, so much burst damage, and then it's just like, wait, only 20k? Like, last season, you would see all the burst damage, it'd be like 40k.
Right.
50K.
It'd be like 40k damage in a 25-minute game. You're like, oh, solid.
Yeah.
But, okay. What are your first thoughts on MVP for that
Either
game?
King D or Business Trooper.
I would concur. I'm mostly leaning towards Business Trooper.
Even though King D
got a pentakill. And it was great.
Trooper did a lot for the team, though.
But Biz carried them through the early game. Even in the fight where King D got the pentakill, I think Business Trooper carried that fight.
So long in so many team fights, it was like, how are you not dead yet? And like teams just couldn't kill him, and he would still get his damage off. And then King D just came in and cleaned up.
Yeah, and I mean, not to mention, like, Biz did die a lot, right? 10, 6, and 9 is a lot more than 10, 1, and 11 in terms of deaths.
But he is Lysandra, who is basically a reincarnated Karthus. So
yeah.
You're pretty much meant to die.
But, yeah, I think Business Trooper for this game. But we still need to figure out set MVP, and that one's even harder because I think there's a pretty good argument for Biz, King D, and Ezio.
Yeah, I didn't really see too much of most of it.
Game 1 was, like, hard Ezio carry, right? Like, the rest of the team wasn't inting, so it's not like he was carrying, but, like, just he was the team, essentially. And this game he did pretty well.
Yeah, he actually did still have a couple good plays. There was the 1v2 top lane he was able to pull off after Shen died.
Yeah.
and then he had a lot of really nice ganks later. That lane he came bot a couple times, got a few kills, pushed him ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, I think probably Ezio. I think his game 1 was far above like anything else, and then game 2 he still did pretty well. So I'd say probably Ezio for the set again, because I do believe he won it yesterday. So we gotta talk with him yet again. Oh boy.
I hate trying to vote for him because Business Trooper and King D did so well for game 2. It's
I
like
know.
I don't want to vote for him.
All right. Well, I'm gonna move in here. He didn't respond to me yesterday, so he probably won't today either. Let's go ahead and get this man.
Oh, did
To
you
our
just kind
chat.
of like pulling him the last time?
Yeah, I messaged him. He didn't respond, but his team said that he had prepared a speech. They were talking to Twitch saying he prepared a speech. I was like, well, okay, he must be down then. All right, well, here he comes then. Hello, TSM Ezio. Welcome back, sir. Or
Hey, good to be back with you guys.
Welcome back, Battlecast TSM Ezio.
You're right, Battlecast
Right,
TSM.
Right. Well, that Elise game was better than your Elise game like a week or two ago.
Yep.
Quite a bit. That was actually ridiculous. You just walked up and one-shot Trundle at one point in the jungle, and then I went, okay, this game is...
Yeah.
I wish I could do that with Elise. I'm so sad. She's not that like she's like strong, but she's not strong.
Yeah, she's not really that strong in terms of like junglers go right now. I thought I was gonna have a way harder time that game than I did. But she is my best champion by far. So
Yeah. Well,
yeah, I've carried multiple games with Elise, over the years or whatever.
well, it definitely looks like something teams might want to consider banning against you, just because it did work out pretty well. Unless they have maybe a draft plan against it, but we'll have to see how that actually comes in. But still really solid there. The Nocturne as well got quite a bit done. Not as much as the Elise.
No.
Where's
Nocturne game went a little. There was a couple. There was like one where I ulted onto Annie in mid, and me and Trooper had a bit of a miscommunication there.
Yeah.
So still, Nocturne takes a little more like team cohesion to pull off. I feel like.
Right. You can't just
so
walk up, cocoon,
right,
jump, kill, bite, shebang.
right, yeah. And then they had a good answer with the Zillion, so I had to be really careful about the targets I was selecting. So that's why I gave more attention to the top lane and stuff like that than bottom, because it felt like they could easily counter my my ult with the Zillion ulti down there.
I mean, even then, I still saw you gank like bot 3 times successfully before the laning phase ended.
Yeah, and there was still like at least 2 times I saw like Zillion just kind of leave Zayden carry to die.
It's just like, I'm not gonna bother ulting you. But no, I mean, definitely a well played. King D got his pentakill. I was pretty hyped for that. What were the comms like in middle
Oh
of the
my
fight?
gosh, I had to like pull one ear off my headset because King D him and Trooper were just like so excited, like they just like were crying and giving each other a hug. It felt like
Right.
like you win the Super Bowl kind of moment.
Right. It's about the closest to that King D's ever gonna get.
Right.
No. Sorry, King D. He was ragging me all last night. I'm gonna
King
throw.
D, definitely really impressive player on AD carry. I was glad to get to play with him this game, like because I hadn't gotten to.
Yeah, he's
previously.
always been pretty solid. At least the last couple seasons that I've watched him play, he's always been one of the top AD carries.
Yeah. He's definitely been one of the better ones. And that I know I asked you a little bit, I think, about playing with the Vex guys. If I'm pretty sure I did.
Yeah, Doodle has been really amazing for me in top lane. It's just, there's like almost unsaid kind of like synergy going on between me and him. I feel like right now we get a lot of successful ganks off in top lane, which we weren't getting previously.
Right.
And that is really set up. And me and Trooper have really worked on getting better synergy through the mid lane jungle, which I think you guys can see.
I see a lot of ganks there, and he he actually even helps you a lot in the jungle. I noticed him roaming over. How even yesterday he just kind of walked into the enemy jungle and like solo killed the Sejuani, like at a red buff or something. I was like,
the way comms, the way comms are going is pretty much me yelling at him to come over here. Okay, but good on him. He's always getting priority in lane because I'm telling him what I'm doing before I'm doing it. So I'm always like giving him a heads up, and then he'll tell me, okay, but I don't have like pressure or priority in lane right now, so we need to probably not go for that, or maybe we won't push as hard. In that situation. Luckily, a lot of the times he just has pressure. He's a very good mid laner.
Yeah. So a lot of sounds like the team's kind of starting to form this kind of natural synergy and working on synergy too, which is
my
pretty
question
solid.
my question is Battlecast just Vex reincarnated?
People have been saying that, but I mean, I feel like I'm having a lot of influence on things. Me and Trooper both. And Neon's still kind of like flexing in there and out of there. So I don't know. I mean, the Vex guys are really good. I enjoy playing with them. But I won't say we're Vex reincarnated. I think Battlecast has its own unique style that I really like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is nice that you guys are still kind of sticking to that. You guys really haven't changed too much other than obviously adding the Vex players. So.
Right.
Yep. Well, as the theme of your team name goes, Battlecast, which I do believe is based around Victor, you have undergone a glorious evolution and picked up some of the better players in the league. I mean, King D and Doodle were pretty much on the.
That was a really great acquisition, So.
Yeah. So that is definitely working out. It's a shame that with that. Your team has to start considering who do we want to sub in and out, right? Do we want King D or Neon to play? Do we want Ezio or Neon to play, right? It's just that's the worst.
Neon has been doing a great job in terms of strategy, pick ban, and then figuring out who's going to be the best people to have in for a particular game.
Yeah,
I think he has a really good understanding of where our strengths are as a team right now, and then where our weaknesses are. So he's exploiting that for us, and then his experience playing jungle, AD carry, helps immensely as well, so he really knows what he's talking about.
Well, sounds like it's going well for you. I'm gonna check who you guys play against next week because I'm curious. I'm still excited for whenever you guys fight against Rockport because I think that jungle matchup is gonna be pretty darn awesome.
Yeah, I agree.
You guys do Galaxy next week. Darn, Rockport isn't until the last week. We won't get to see Rockport until week 10. Or no, that's week 9, I think.
Yeah, that's week 9. If I understand correctly, I don't think we play Saturday.
I'm actually excited for next week. I just realized Rockport plays Amp. That'll be good.
Yeah, that'll be a good rematch.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch that match.
All right, man. Well, congrats on the 2-0 today. Definitely some dominating fashion. Got 2 MVP votes for yourself. That's definitely good. That'll help you in your stride towards maybe jungle MVP at the end of the season. We'll see how that actually ends up turning out. But sure. I'm gonna let you go, and then I'll see you next week,
gentlemen.
sir.
See you next week.
Alrighty-o. Well, that was a pretty fun set. We've got another one, and geez, that was so fast. We've got an hour and 10 minutes to go. Which means I might get to eat lunch today. What?
Yay, we get a break. Woo! Good job, guys.
Yeah. So, I'm going to go eat lunch, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll come back in about an hour and 10 minutes with Galaxy versus Amp. So, we'll see you then.